New drone. I got a lot of drones, but there's a reason I got this one. You might ask yourself, why did I even get this drone? Because like, it's not the fastest, doesn't have the best resolution, doesn't have the best options, doesn't have the best battery time. But there's a reason I got it. So here we go. I'm gonna open it up and I'll start explaining all that shit later. Bye. See that? See that? Uh-oh, what is it? What is it? This is the look at that. You know what that means. Is that upside down? All right, it's upside down. So look, there's a lot of drones out here. Now, let me take that back. There's probably only 2 drones out here that you've heard of. 2 cinematic drones that you've heard of. I'm not talking about FPVs or Cinewhoops or whoop style drones or anything. There's 2 kinds. One is the one you already know about, DJI. Top of the market. Who knows? There's going to be somebody else who's going to beat them in the future or whatever. But this is the Mac. This is the Apple of drones right here. So just know that this is the top drone right here. All right. So what is it? Bah! Fly More kit. Now, if you get drones, you need the Fly More kit. Unless you're only gonna you plan on doing, you don't plan on really flying too much or whatever. But even if you're not flying too much, you gotta have a kit because the main thing comes with is these batteries. You need the batteries and a charger. So this box comes with 2 extra batteries and a charger. And I also bought the drone that it goes with, and it comes with a battery. So total, I have 3 batteries. That's the main thing. This box, the little bag, they can keep that shit, but they gave it to me anyway. Fuck it. Sometimes I use it, sometimes I don't. The propellers, definitely gonna use those. Definitely gonna go through those. Because look, I don't care how good you are flying a drone, you're gonna crash that motherfucker. Okay, maybe not everybody, but I definitely do. Okay, so people be like, man, Leon, you be flying drones so much, you crash it. Hell yeah, I crash it. I tell people it's good to crash it sometimes because you got to get that nerve. It gets the nerves out. Sometimes when you first get a drone, you're too nervous to fly it. Fly it, get the shot. You can hit a wall. Watch it bounce off. Watch how durable it is. A lot of times y'all think it's going to hit a wall, it's going to crash, and it's going to explode in the flames. No, usually it just bounces off, breaks some propellers, and tells you to land, and then you can put some new propellers on. Anyway, back to the shits. You feel me? DJI, you know what I mean? Okay. Now there's another box. It's funny how it's even smaller. I don't know if you can see that. All right, here we go. Just what I ordered. A brown box. Literally is all this was. It's nothing else. It's just a brown box. That's all I really wanted. No, I'm fucking with you. Let's open it up. So, this trips me out. Look at this shit. Look at this. Like you expect the drone to come in a box, like a DJI box, but it came in a Amazon box. All right, so which drone is it? Still can't tell, can you? Okay. All right, well, look, it came with this little box, which is, I'm guessing, it's like wires and shit. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, it's just your wires, propellers. Oh, more propellers. More propellers. That's good news. And some other little random shit in there. You know, screwdrivers, cords, blah, blah, blah. All right, put that to the side. Bah! Now this is the puck. This is the joint right here, okay? This is important, right? Let's open it up. It's tiny. Look at it. Look at this. This is my cell phone. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Okay. Let's open it up. The typical little DJI bag. You got these little bags. These bags be nice. I be want to like keep them and put a sandwich in these motherfuckers or something. All right, here it goes. Ready? Wow. This is my first time holding one. And I won't lie, it's not very impressive at all. Size-wise. Have a lot of drones. Definitely my smallest cinematic drone right here. It's almost the size of some FPVs I have. I have FPVs bigger than this. Okay? I'm gonna show you the difference in size of this drone in comparison to another drone that I have. Let me just get it out of this bag real quick. All right, here it is. Wow. Look at the size difference. You see that? Tiny. Tiny. What the fuck? What am I gonna do with this? That's what I gotta explain next. Why would I want this when I got this big ass, strong, extreme high quality joint right here? Why would I want this? I get this. Nah, I ain't gonna throw this because this was $1,000. No, the drone was like 700 or something like that. And then the battery packs and all that shit came to about $1,000. Let me show you different in size before I explain why I got that. Look at this. Let me unfold this. Let me introduce y'all. This is the Mavic 3. It's a pretty big, it's a pretty hefty drone. It's pretty hefty, it's pretty solid, it's pretty big. Now, let's unfold this one. Let's see how you unfold it. You got to unfold it a certain way. You know, so if you know DJIs, you got to unfold the propellers a certain way, otherwise they like hit each other. Oh, well, this one doesn't. This is the first, wait. Yeah, this is the first one that you can open any propeller at any arrangement you want. Usually it's usually there's an order you got to put them in. Anyway, y'all see the size difference of these fucking things, man? Hope y'all can see them on the ground right there. See that? Huge difference. Huge difference. This thing is half the price of this. It's missing a few features that the Mavic 3 has. But this one has a very, very, very good reason for it to be in my arsenal. Mainly because it is, trying to see where it says it. It is sub 249 grams, which means it doesn't technically need to be registered everywhere you go. Well, you know, when you use it, every time you use it, because under 250 grams, you pretty much don't need any hard license to fly for recreational and stuff like that. These are way over 250 grams. So you kind of need a license, or you need some permissions, or, there's routes to go through to fly these nowadays. They're not just things they're not toys anymore. You can get in big trouble. Okay. Now, why are you saying I need it just because it's underweight? No, look, I got a trip coming up, and I shoot in Mexico pretty much every year, and I have to go in 2 days. 2 days I will be flying out, and I've been there before, and I brought my pretty big drones out there. I brought some big drones out there. Been out there a few times, different kinds I've brought, and they don't like drones. Not only in the airport do they have a little problem with them coming through customs and stuff like that with those batteries and everything. The people in Mexico, the locals, do not appreciate drones flying all over the properties. Okay. So I had run into some problems with that with some people who were at the resort I was flying at. They said, don't fly it. And then there was a couple of locals who came to me and said, don't fly it. That's when I put it away. Now, the people who worked at the resort and didn't like the drone, I wasn't worried about them. But when the locals came and told me that they didn't like it, I had to listen, because it's a little something different they were trying to tell me. I had a feeling. So now this, I would still be flying a drone in Mexico, but this right here is a lot easier to conceal as I'm going to the location to shoot. Now, when I'm going to the place to shoot, I don't have to carry this huge drone and bag. This thing was so small, you saw it, that it could fit in my pocket with my phone. Like, you feel me? So I can get to places and launch it fairly fast without big distraction. And another good thing too, I think that one of the important things is that when you go through the airport, sometimes they search your bags, and drones have a bad name. Excuse. Now, drones have a bad name going through the airport sometimes. Sometimes security, it's all about the person at the customs, or, drones have a bad name sometimes, especially going through the airports. So sometimes the person who's searching your bag, or the customs people or whatever, they might see the big drone in your bag and they might start asking questions. What you doing here? We don't allow drones. All that. This right here can be fit so inconspicuously in the bags that even if they searched my bag and found it, they wouldn't even take this drone seriously. They were like, you're not going to go film a commercial or anything. You're not going to. But guess what? Guess who is? But they don't know that. So not only is this thing small, it can fit anywhere. The batteries. Batteries are tiny. The batteries are tiny. Since it has to be under 249 grams, the batteries had to be very small, because the batteries take up majority of the weight. All right. So here's the bag that came in the Fly More kit, and inside of it, that's the inside of it. Usually you can carry your batteries. It's got little compartments in there to carry your batteries and stuff like that, and your charger probably, and drone, and propellers, and screwdrivers. Probably not the remote. I don't know yet. Anyway, so here it is, batteries. Again, with the dope ass DJI sandwich bags, man. Can I buy a pack of these? I got some fire ass bologna sandwiches. Never mind. Bow! Here it is. charger case. Got your plugs there. Looks like you got a USB out. You charge with a USB-C in. That's good. That means it charges fast. USB out. I think they just do that so you have another charger. Maybe you could charge your controller in there or something. And a power button. Okay. Now let's take the battery out. So I have one battery came with the drone. 2 came with the Fly More kit. Let's look at the Fly More kit battery. What the hell is this? If you can feel this, like, bro. I don't know what to think about this. Like, it's so light. But it has to be, because when I put it into the drone, it has to be under 249. It has to be 249 and under. So this one already came with a battery. I guess I could have pulled the battery out of here to show y'all, but here, let's do it right here. Okay, it's my first time putting a battery in here, and I don't know how, so let's learn together. These look like 2 little buttons. Oh, there it is. This didn't even feel like the battery was in there. It felt like it was something that just held the place of the battery. It's so light, man. What the? Anyway. So right now, put it in there. Wow, look at that. Pretty cool. Let's compare this battery to the size of the Mavic 3 battery. So here's that battery. Oh, did I even tell you the name of the drone? Here's the name. I'm sorry, y'all. Here's the name. What's the name? The Mini 3 Pro. The DJI Mavic Mini 3 Pro. Now there's a DJI Mavic Mini. This is the Mavic Mini Pro. It has a couple other shooting modes on it. And maybe a couple of more other little features. Costs like maybe an extra $100 or something like that, $150 extra. But it comes with some modes that I really wanted. It has hyperlapse. The Mini 3 does not have hyperlapse. The Mini 3 Pro has hyperlapse. You gotta have the Mini 3 Pro if you're gonna get one. Okay, anyway. Back to the battery. Pow! Mini 3 and Mini 3 Pro battery. Tiny. It weighs like nothing. Pow! This is the Mavic 3 battery. Now, the size might not be that much different. But I can tell you right now, this thing is heavy. This feels like a battery. Like, have you ever had a good quality battery bank? That's how heavy this is. This right here feels like if you got a battery bank from the dollar store or something like that. Like, it's just mostly plastic and doesn't have much battery in it. But hey, let me stop talking about how much battery has in it, because let me tell you something. This has more battery, but it's carrying a heavier drone. Less battery, lighter drone. So guess what? They fly the same fucking time. They fly pretty much the same amount of time. There might be, I don't know what the difference is. There's a little difference, but either way, if you looked at both of these batteries, you hold them both, you would think whatever the hell this went in flew a lot longer than whatever the hell this went in. But be aware that this flies a bigger, heavier drone. This flies a lot smaller drone. So yeah, that's it. New thing. New toys. Sometimes when you step down the ladder on drones, it doesn't mean you're getting a worse drone, a cheaper drone. It's just a more specialized drone for whatever it is that you kind of want, or whatever it is you need it for. So Everybody who thinks that, you know, this might be a shittier drone, you're wrong. It's actually probably a little bit more usable in a lot of situations and compared to a bigger drone that's overweight. Because when it's overweight, there's a lot of permissions and things you got to go through. This right here, fly this recreationally, it's pretty much a toy, but you ain't hear that from me. It's not a toy. All right, y'all. Well, that's it. Let's put it in there. I haven't shown y'all how to take off the gimbal. The gimbals are usually tricky to take off, so let me see if I can figure this out first try. It's the gimbal cover. Every time you put this in your bag, put the fucking gimbal cover on. You know how many times I've seen people just throw this shit in the bag or the Mavics in the bag and there's no fucking gimbal cover? Put the fucking gimbal cover on. Anyway, sorry. Let's take the gimbal off. Gimbal cover. Let's see, pull that up. Oh. Okay, that's the easiest any gimbal on any DJI has ever come off. There it is. Look at it. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Oh, this has another feature that I didn't tell you about. Probably my favorite feature. I don't know how I forgot it. So look. This drone can do something dope that no other DJI drone could do. And it was one of the major features I got this too. It can shoot video vertically and horizontally, like every other fucking drone out there, vertically. And when I say vertically, it doesn't shoot it horizontal and crop in the middle. The entire gimbal turns. You see that? The gimbal is sideways right now. I could put it in a mode on a controller, it'll turn sideways and shoot like that. Real, true vertical. And then when I'm done and I want it to go horizontal, I can get it switched back to horizontal. Hey, I don't care what you say, no other drone does that. I mean, there's got to be a drone that does that. As far as DJIs, no. As far as anything that's good, any good company with drones, no. Did I finish my sentence earlier about the two companies that I was talking about? One was DJI, the other one was Holybro. Or is it Holystone or something like that? Haven't used them much. Wouldn't trust them much. I don't know, it's just me. When it comes to drones, I want top-notch quality because it's not like holding a camera. It's something expensive in the air that can do damage. So you don't want to cheap out on, equipment like that, so especially if you're only going to save like $100 or something like that. No. Anyway, that's my little review of the DJI Mavic Mini 3 Pro. Is it even called a Mavic? It just says Mini 3 Pro. So maybe this is a DJI Mini 3 Pro. I call every DJI Mavic except the FPVs. I'm sorry. I don't know why. Hey, Da Vinci out. Bah!